Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to build the Kyosho Ultima two-wheel drive buggy, so stay tuned and check out the build. So before we go too far into this build video, I'd just like to thank everyone who liked and subscribed in 2021. 2022 is going to be a big year for the channel. I've got a whole heap of other kits, some Kyosho kits. I'm looking at trying to get some other brands as well as Tamiya on the channel. So make sure you hit that like and subscribe button and support the channel for 2022. Okay, so like that intro there, we've got the Kyosho Ultima two-wheel drive buggy. This is the re-release Legendary Series kit. I picked this one up some time ago with a whole bunch of Kyosho kits. So I'm really looking forward to switching up some content on the channel. I've done a lot of Tamiya. I've got some other Kyosho kits that I have done on the channel. I've done the Tomahawk. That was a beautiful chassis. So I'm really looking forward to building the Ultima. Not overly sure what I'll do in regards to box art at the moment. I've seen some ones that have been done in silver and they look quite nice, so yeah, not 100% sure what we're going to do with the colour yet, but today's video we're just going to build the chassis. We'll do a quick little montage. So before we flick to that little build montage, we'll just give you a quick little look at the chassis. It's come up absolutely spectacular. Yet again, I'm blown away by the quality of the Kyosho kits, or whether that's just because I've built a few other basic kits recently, and then this is definitely a step above the rest. So like I said, today's video we're just going to build the chassis. I'm still a little bit undecided on what to go on the body, so yeah, let's flick over to a little bit of a build montage, and then I will sort of chop in and out and do some video of what I think of the kit and some things to look out for in the build. So like always, Kyosho do a fantastic job at packaging their kits. Not only the external box art, but also how things are packaged. It really pays tribute to the vintage sort of feel and look of the car. Obviously other brands do that with certain vintage models, but Kyosho seem to really add that detail to most of the kits that I've built. So as you can see, we'll lay all the parts out. There's lots of beautiful alloy parts here, those blister packs. The kit really screams a lot of quality. So enough of taking a look at what this kit looks like. Let's get stuck into the build. Obviously we'll start off with step one. Everything is labeled quite easily, working through to bag A through to F, and it all goes together quite nicely. So first up for the build, we start with the rear gearbox assembly. Once again, just pay close attention to the manual. It all goes together quite nicely and you should come up with a nice video. Done a fantastic job with this kit. As you can see, the kit comes standard with a slipper clutch. That's something that is really nice, and I think it sort of gives us that option that we can run a brushless system in this, knowing that that slipper clutch is there to protect the gearbox. So now that that chassis is finished, let's take a little whip around. Let's have a look at it. It looks absolutely fantastic. Once again, I'm blown away with the amount of metal parts on this chassis. It's really sturdy, and so far, big thumbs up to Kyosho for the Ultima. as you can see there, we have the chassis built. It's now time to put the shocks on. The Kyosho shocks are a little bit of a pain to build just because they are so different to building, say, a Tamiya shock or some of the other shocks that I've built in the past. They're sort of built upside down, a little bit different to the Tamiya, so just make sure you pay attention to the instructions. Also, don't forget to put the oil seals on. They're very, very, very fiddly, but if you don't put them on, all the oil will leak out. So let's build those shocks up and put them on the car and see what it all looks like. So I've skipped a few sort of steps there. As you can see, we'll put those shocks on the car. We've got the chassis predominantly built. I have put the wheels and tyres on. They go together straightforward. The rear tyres do have foams, so that's a nice little upgrade. And the actual compound of the rubber is very, very nice. So that is very, very nice from Kyosho there. Everything is super, super smooth. Ball bearings all round. You know, so very, very, very nice build. So now what we're up to is we're going to put some electrics in the car. Now I don't really know what sort of I want to run at the moment. I'm just going to put a basic servo in. I will drive this every single car that I do have behind me here as fully functional, just need to put a battery in and they run. So I do build all my cars to run. Even if they are sort of a showpiece, I still like to get them out for a light run. So let's put on some electrics. So let's flick over to some of the choices that I have made with the electrics, and then we'll put them in and I'll let you know what it all looks like. So we've chosen to build it just with the standard power HD servo. These are quite cheap, economical, and are a super fast servo for the money. Moving on, we're also now going to just put in a Hobbywin 1060 ESC. They're cheap, they're you know, quite versatile, and you can run a LiPo with the safe cutoff. And obviously it does give us a wide variety of motor options as well, being that it is a 12-turn limit. Obviously we're going to run a Le Mans motor, so I've never used one of these before, so it'll be interesting to see how this does perform in the car, given that it is a 30-turn motor and it does have a low RPM, so I'm very, very interested in how this will perform in the kit. Okay, so now we have a servo installed, we've got the motor installed. I'm going to change a little bit up in the back section there to help mount that ESC a bit easier. I just find this top plate here, nothing really sticks to it very well, so I'm going to have to come up with something else. I know you can mount it underneath, but I would prefer to have it up higher in the chassis, given that the body itself allows for some electrics to sit in there under the driver figure. So that's it so far, absolutely fantastic. What we need to do now is move on to the body. Now, I'll leave today's video where it is, just given that, you know, it's been a full day to get to this stage. Obviously, had a few interruptions and whatnot. So we'll move on to the body and the decals in another video. So make sure you hit like and subscribe on this one. Let me know in the comments what you think of the Kyosho Ultima build. I think it's absolutely fantastic. It's definitely a step above some other kits that I've built recently, sorry. So yeah, really looking forward to seeing how this one goes once I build it, get it fired up and get it running. Let me know what you think in regards to box art, non-box art. I am thinking like a light silver color, but I do like the white. Obviously it matches the wheels and there is a bit of color with the decals. So once again, thanks for stopping by. Click some of the videos around me. Like I said, next time we'll get that body built up and we'll finish the car, then we'll take it for a run. So thanks for watching again today. That was the Kyosho Ultima build. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.